Hi, this is Brandon Smiley from thirstgym.com. Today we're talking about an exercise called the seated dumbbell lateral raise. This is a great shoulder isolation exercise, really good for hypertrophy, putting some size and some roundness on those shoulders. So this is a standard lateral raise with dumbbells. We're just going to do it from a seated position. And I like the seated position because it kind of helps teach people to not cheat as much. The downfall to just doing a lateral raise standing is we start to crank through extension and we start to really cheat just wherever we can to get the weights up. With an exercise like this, I really like a seated option. I think it takes the cheating out of it and it kind of gives you some more bang for your buck, so to speak, considering you're trying to focus on the deltoids and the shoulders. So you need a pair of dumbbells, and we're going to sit on the end of a utility bench or any kind of bench or anything you can really sit on. I would just make sure that you can get your arms side to side. One thing when it comes to lateral raises, we want to make sure that our arms are only completely locked out. Okay, we don't want the elbow joint taking some grunt that it shouldn't be taking. Just a slight bend, just so that the elbow feels okay and a little bit natural. And then when we actually go to raise the dumbbell up, we want to make sure that we're keeping pinky side high. So we want a little bit of internal rotation, not a lot. Okay, we don't want to be here per se, but we just want to make sure that we're not going to drift towards external rotation where that thumb is going to come up towards the ceiling. That becomes very anterior delt heavy in terms of raising the dumbbell up, and you'll find that that's what you're going to try to shift to do as you begin to hit failure, as your anterior deltoid is probably going to be the stronger portion of your deltoid compared to how all three heads work. So considering you're probably doing this for the medial delt or just overall delt size, I would definitely try to get that pinky side a little bit up and a little bit of internal rotation. And then as you come up, we also want to try to think about getting long, okay? We don't want to think about how we're going to shorten the range of motion of the lever. So why people do lateral raises like this, I have no idea. To me, that's incredibly dumb. You might as well just do a body weight or a super light dumbbell out here and actually kind of get some bang for your buck. This is kind of useless in my opinion. So plus you look like a chicken. So dumbbells are here, chest is tall. We want to make sure we're not cranking through extension here, so ribs are down. My pinky side is going to be high, and we're going to get long and then back. Want to bring the elbows up to about shoulder height, probably not a whole lot higher, especially if you have someone that has shoulder problems. So going up here like this, that's a no-go. Again, ribs down. Try to get good and long reach as we slowly turn those pinkies up. Okay? Considering this is more of an accessory exercise, something you're not going to probably start your training session with, I really like this from anywhere from 10 to 20 reps. It's a pretty big range, but depending upon what you're trying to get out of it and how it's sequenced in your training program, you can make a case for any of that, and usually anywhere from 3 to 5 sets. I personally like supersetting lateral raises with other things. I think it's just a very simple exercise. It's kind of a waste of time to do it by itself and then just sit and wait. But, ultimately that's up to you and depending how your program is. But you can also use different kind of drop sets, challenge sets, things like that, partials, to really get a lot out of this exercise and kind of give it a little bit more bang for your buck when you're performing it. But the big thing is to make sure that you're trying to get long and you're trying to feel the deltoid doing the work. And we're not trying to over shrug up, we're not trying to externally rotate as well. So keep your technique locked in and you'll get more from this for your shoulders. If you got any questions, feel free in the comment section. Have a great day.